Hi, I'm Maitreyi, and I'm gonna walk you guys through my everyday skincare routine and then also like a super glam makeup look. We're gonna go in with this. So this is just like a regular cleanser, but we're gonna also use a cleansing oil too because I'm all about efficiency. So I like to do two things at once. So I got one of these little scrubbers, and I feel like this does a better job of scrubbing my face than my hands do. I'll take this one. Put a little less because like it's oil, so. When you're like on set every day for like 14 hours a day wearing some TV makeup, which is a little bit heavier than like I think regular makeup, you gotta really make sure you clean your face. My mom always did a really great job of like taking care of my skin and everything, and that's definitely paid off. Probably from the night before, I have some like mascara residue still there. I'm gonna do this. Next up, a hydrating mist. We got this serum from Epicutis. A little goes a long way. When I'm working, I feel like I'm more strict and like diligent with myself and my skin. When I'm not working, I tend to make excuses and say, it's okay, just use a face wipe. Also from Epicutis. When I first got my nose ring, I was obviously really sensitive and I did not want to touch it. Now, I wear it all the time, and I have been since I was 16. We're gonna do some eye cream. I really do like doing my skincare. I think after a long day on set, I don't enjoy starting to do it, but once I do it, I'm like, that was a good choice. Sunscreen time. I barely ever use sunscreen too because I never went to the beach because I can't swim. I was very much so an indoors kid that played on her GameCube. Now it's time to move on to makeup. I'll just take out this headband. So we got Milk over here with their Hydro Primer. It's always so hard to like color match as a woman of color. I'm actually gonna use two different foundations. This one is from Pure. This gives me better coverage. This one is from Armani, and this one gives me more of like the right tint. I, being the Tamil Canadian person that I am, I'm not Indian. A lot of people assume that I'm Indian. My parents were from Sri Lanka. They were born in Sri Lanka. Tamil is my culture, but I was born in Canada, so Canada is my country. It is hard to like get makeup sometimes. I, though, am very cognizant of the fact that I have the privilege of makeup artists who really helped me find my match. Before makeup artists in my life, it would be me walking into a store and praying I get a sales rep that was nice enough to actually care. Most of my makeup tips and makeup hacks have all been from my grandma. My grandma's a baddie. She taught me how to do like eyebrows, the importance of doing your top eyeliner, not just your bottom, like waterline. It's so important to me though that like my skin stays my skin. I don't want to have like white cast over my face or like anything like that. I want to make sure that it looks like me. Very thankful for my mom and my grandma for the way that they raised me, because many South Asian people were told, don't go out into like the sun, don't go play outside in the sun, you're gonna get darker and that's a bad thing. My parents, my grandparents, they never did that. And hopefully moving forward, other young little South Asian kids and just kids of color have that experience, because colorism is fucking whack. NARS Concealer. This is the go-to brown girl concealer, I think, because it just gives you great coverage. I don't do the whole sweep. I learned that from TikTok, mainly because I don't want this part of my face to be like a whole different lighter shade. I'm happy with a little bit of eye bags action. So I just go in to brighten up the corners and brighten out the outside. When it comes to my brows, I just sort of wing it. I've been going to the same hairstylist back home in Canada since I was born, my go-to gal, and she also does my brows. First step, we're gonna comb them out. Though, now that I am in the middle of filming, I like to make it a point that I don't prim proper my eyebrows because I don't really like Davey having prim proper eyebrows. I try to do very little because I've seen some past photos of me, like when I was in high school, and they were chunky, like they were heavy. So I don't want to go back there. Davey too, we do a little bit of eyebrow filling, we keep it light. I like to just keep her au naturel. You know, we don't really do a lot of like eyeshadow looks unless it's like date night with Paxton or time for a winter dance. Cause I don't think Davey has the ability to do makeup, like a straight line of like liner. She doesn't have that in her. She doesn't. I mean, there's like other shows, of course, that are high school shows, like, you know, Euphoria, that have crazy makeup looks. But I mean, hey, just realize there's a spectrum of how much you can do your makeup or how little you can do your makeup. Brow gel time. This is from Kosas. It's time for eyes. I love doing eye makeup. Okay, first up, we're gonna do some concealer again. All right, really quickly, we're gonna go in with this KVD eyeshadow primer. You just put this on your lid with your finger, and it's gonna make your lid a little like sticky and to all the eyeshadows. So this is the palette we're gonna use. There's just some really nice shades in there. I personally like the orangey brown tones. First, orange soda. Oh, I got some fallout, but it's fine, because you know why? You just beauty blender concealer up that shit. Like, the last shade we're gonna use is Cypress Umber. I think my first interaction with makeup goes back to me being in grade 10 in high school and doing the school musical, because I was in the cast and they were like, you gotta do makeup. And it was, you know, Footloose, and it was 80s themed, of course. I made the choice to do a red lip for my character. I looked like a clown, but I felt good. Another reason why I went with the red lip was because the guy that I liked, I knew he liked red lipstick. So as you can see, I brought it up a little bit just to like try to make it sharp. I also brought a little bit of it into the waterline. And then now we can go in with concealer, because you just don't wanna, I don't want clumpy lumps of eyeshadow. Next up, eyeliner. We're gonna just go with the pencil. Urban Decay, just the darkest shade. Now, I use this for the waterline on the top and the bottom. Key for on the top. It makes your eyes just... So now we're gonna go into the inner part and avoid the middle. I feel like if you do the full way, that's a little much, and it like closes off your eyes when you want your eyes to be like big and bright, right? It's time for the wing liner. So I use NYX Epic Ink Liner. You wanna follow the curve of like this, like the bottom of your waterline, so it also goes up. One little last step. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this right here. Do you see that like gap? We're gonna fill it in. We're gonna fill it right in. This is so key. So freaking key. We're gonna go with the shade Glistening. Always do your inner corner. It is a game changer. First up with the lashes. KVD lash primer. I discovered this by accident. I thought it was mascara, it was not. It like curls your lash and does half of the work an eyelash curler does. Mascara time. This is YSL's mascara. This is some falsies from Huda Beauty. I think they just have like the nicest, most like dramatic ones for costumes, or actually cosplays, because sometimes I do that and people don't know that about me. I do like to cosplay sometimes with my friends. We all like using these for our characters. Lash glue. Pro tip, never put lash glue on with the lashes facing you. Like, you don't want that happening, because now you're gonna get glue all over the lash. When I go to music while I do my makeup are a bunch of anime opening soundtracks and closing soundtracks. Bam! Who doesn't love lashes? Charlotte Tilbury blush. I like that it has like a little highlighter in the middle and then the color outside. We're gonna take a nice blush brush. This is very influenced by like TikTok, social media, and just seeing people do tutorials of like what works for their face and how they achieve that. But when it comes to like red carpet looks and whatnot, I really like a lot of different aesthetics. I like to sometimes do like something really classy, but sometimes I want to do something more edgy or whatever. But my one thing is that it'll always be consistently smart. I don't dress like I didn't think about it. It's something that I care about, something that I'm happy about, and it makes me feel smart regardless of the aesthetic. Next blush, Tata Harper. I like to just make sure we're still staying dewy. This I keep very concentrated. I'm not gonna drag it down as much. Contour time. We're gonna go with Milk. I wanna shout out the Never Have I Ever DP and our good old Department of Lighting because it is so important that you light people of color correct. I know this of course is a big priority of Mindy's because your makeup can look great, but then the lighting just totally changes it. You don't feel good. You know, you feel like a clown. But back to Mindy for a quick second. I could talk about her for days because truly she means so much to me. I don't know really if I could have asked for a better first boss because she truly has my back and I've always feel super safe with her. One thing I couldn't prepare myself for was just trolls and internet hate or just like comments, even if it wasn't like hate, but like just an overwhelming amount of opinions. And I remember like feeling very overwhelmed, very anxious. And you know, I hit up Mindy, literally within 10 minutes, I got a response being like, hey, like full detailed advice about like how this is like our job, but like focusing on the good parts and all that. We're gonna take this brush. We're gonna hold it like this though now. Highlight time. We go back in with this palette. I use the eyeshadow palette for highlight too. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I just like to say that. I'm feeling pretty goddamn sexy right now. Okay, lips time. A little lip mask. We're gonna go in with a little bit of gloss. It's tinted from Fenty Beauty. Yeah, it like barely does a difference. I just don't do much to my lips. Last but not least, setting spray. I am done skincare, makeup, even my hair looks great, and I'm ready to go. All right, bye.